This is part two of Wake Up and Live from the previous video. Um, all praise to Shalom, all praise to AHAYAH by Yashim Yashah, Walk with Dash, good walk. This is Lashawan Shah Amath, your brother in the Most High. We're going to continue with this video. This is part two of Wake Up and Live. I'm going to go back to the book of Isaiah, chapter number 11, and verse number 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. This is what AHAYAH is doing now. He has set up a sign to the nation. He's assembling the outcasts. We are the outcasts of Israel, and gathering the dispersed of Yahudah of Judah from the four corners of the earth. That's why we all are fleeing out of America, fleeing out of Brazil, fleeing out of these different countries, and heading back towards the east, because he is waking us up. And that's what we need to do. Let's go to Isaiah chapter number 1, verse number 7. And it reads, For your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire, your land, strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate, overthrown by strangers. That's what's happening right now. That's why you cannot go back to Israel, because this is what's happened to our country. It's desolate. It was burned with fire. Strangers devour our property in our presence when we were there. And it is desolate and overthrown by these strangers, these so-called Jewish people. So we don't need to be in that land at this time. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. And it is besieged by another nation, the Gentiles. That's who it's besieged by. Verse number 9, except the Most High of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. And we know there ain't no Sodom and Gomorrah, but there is a remnant of Israel that's coming, that's doing what they need to do, that's trying to make their way back to the east, that are making their way, not trying to make their way, but they're making their way back to the east, and making their way back home. We're going to be a nation. That remnant that he's speaking of, here it is. There's part of it. I'm part of it, and the other Hebrews that are coming this way, they're part of it, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Make your way back to the east. Come back towards this area of safety, which is in Jordan. Let's go to Micah chapter number 7. Micah 7 and verse number 7. Micah 7 and 7. Micah chapter 7, verse number 7. Therefore I will look unto the Most High. I will wait for the Most High of my salvation. My Creator will hear me. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemies. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Most High shall be a light unto me. Yeah, you laugh when we fail. You made fun of us. All you nations did that, according to the 83rd chapter of the book of Psalms, when King David wrote about how y'all conspired together to make Israel no longer a nation. To sit there and plot it in the darkness, but the Most High let us saw it. We know y'all didn't care nothing about it, because nobody came to rescue us. Everybody let us stay in slavery and let let Esau children do anything they wanted to us, and still are doing the same thing. But hey, we know the truth, and we know the truth, and the truth has set us free. That's what makes them so upset about us knowing who we really are, is that we know the truth. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemies. When I fall, I shall arise. And we know the Edom was there rejoicing when we was being captured by the Romans and being murdered in 70 AD. They was grabbing us and we was running trying to get away and giving us back to the Romans. Not only did they did that, one of the books of the Bible, it said that they were the one that burnt the temple down, burnt our church down. How about that, Israel? How about that? Edom burnt your temple down, burnt the holy temple of Solomon down, burnt it down to the ground. They did it, and helped the other people come and get us, their other brothers, the Romans, and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. He is going to execute judgment for me. He's going to plead my cause, The Most High gonna do that for me. He gonna do that, and I'm trusting in Him. That's right. I am trusting in the Most High. I will bear the indignation of the Most High because I have sinned against Him until He plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold His righteousness. And I am coming to the light. And I advise you and admonish you and ask you, please come to the light. Please seek the Most High. Please seek the truth, because that's what's going to set you free. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse number 24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. You see that? All these scriptures are telling you, all these prophets are telling you about the Most High coming and get you and take you out of these other countries and bring you back into your own land when the time comes. Now the time you're supposed to be making your way over towards your own country. You know where you are. You know what you're supposed to be doing. Why are you being stubborn? Why are you being hard-headed? Why are you resisting the Most High? Why are you going to stay in the land of captivity? Why are you going to stay there lest ye die? Get up from there and move, run, catch a plane, catch a boat, but get out of America. Get away from Babylon. That's what that is, Babylon. Flee from her. That's what it says. Flee from her. Flee from her. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you once again out of all the countries and bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. You're filthy, you're dirty, you're following all these other nations, all these idols. I'm watching the football player, the basketball player, the movie star, the car, the house, the land, the boat, the plane, all these things, all these idols. I got to cleanse you, that's what he's saying. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put in within you. See that? A new spirit and a new heart. He wants to change you. He wants to make you brand new. Why are you thinking the truth is coming to your ears now, the real truth? Why are you resisting it? Why you don't want to receive the right spirit and have the clean heart? You say you love Him. You say you obey Him. You say you believe in the scriptures, in the holy book of the prophets known as the Bible. Then why are you resisting? Why are you fighting the word of the Almighty? That does not make any sense. He's going to cleanse you from all your idols. And y'all are making these preachers idols too. I can tell you right now, T.D. Jakes and Rob Parsley and Eddie Long and all these other preachers and Creflo Dollar, y'all making them idols. Yes, you are. You're making them idols. These are nothing but men just like you and me. That's all they are. Why are you worshiping them and praising them? They're not the Almighty. They're not the Almighty. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. You hear that? He wants you to have feeling. He wants you to have love, real love. That's what He wants you to do. And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in what? Walk in my statutes. So that tells me if you're not walking in His statutes, you ain't got His spirit in you. In order to walk in His statutes, you got to have the spirit of the Most High. AHAYAH, I am. So if you walk any other way, you ain't got His spirit in you. So all you so-called Christian people who swear, but now you serving the right creator of the heaven and earth, I ain't gonna call it G-O-D, you know what I'm saying. Then why ain't you walking, why ain't you keeping His statutes? Why ain't you keeping the Sabbath, holy day, huh? Why are you still eating that fish and shrimp and lobster and that pig every morning, that bacon? Why are you still eating that stuff when you know it ain't right? You all overweight, you got hypertension, you got heart problems, you got lung disease, you can't walk a half a block without breathing, always got to sit down to catch your breath. You know I'm telling you the truth. Some of you 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight. Young people having a heart attack before they're 40 years old. Why do you think you're having all that? Because you're putting things in your body that wasn't supposed to be in your body. Trust me, I know. I'm a doctor, okay? I went to medical school. I went through residency. I know what I'm talking about. I can talk about schooling. I can talk about education all day long, but this is the word here, showing you. He's showing you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgment and do them. You see that? You shall keep my judgment and do them. So all you people who say you love the Most High, you ain't keeping his statutes, you're not keeping his judgments, and you ain't doing it. How can you say you love him when you won't do what he tell you to do? How can you say you love him when you ain't obeying? How can you say you love him when you're doing everything but that? And when you hear the truth, I ain't gonna change. I got my religion. I ain't giving up my religion. I ain't giving up what I believe in. That don't make no sense at all. When you know it's right, you read and you're looking at it. If it said the Sabbath day, keep it holy. 6 days you have to do anything you want to do, but on the Sabbath day rest and dedicate that day to the Most High. Don't buy, sell, trade, cook, none of that stuff. Then what you doing shopping on Saturday in the store? What you doing frying hamburgers and hot dogs and fried fish and all that other stuff on Saturday when you know it's a sin? It's a sin. You're supposed to cook on the day before that, on the Friday, or the 6th day before the 7th day, before the sun go down, and be prepared for that day. You ain't supposed to be working on the Sabbath day. That's a sin. It's a sin and it's wrong. It's in the scriptures. And you want the Most High to bless you, bless your home? No, he ain't getting you do. You're hurting your own self. I'm telling you the truth. It's right there in the book. The book that you say you read. How can I see it and you not seeing it? It's right there before your eyes. Thank you, Holy Father. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your you looking at the word. You're going to be my people. You want him to be over you? Then you need to be his people. So you better keep them statutes. Because if you ain't keeping them statutes, he ain't over you. Something else is over you. I'm going to just call it the way it is, sisters and brothers. That's just a known fact. Let's go to the book of, I'm going to go to the book of Jubilees. Jubilees, book number, chapter 15. Jubilees, I'll have to get another book. Jubilees, the 15th chapter. Verse number 30. This is one of my favorite verses. 15 and 30. For Ishmael and his sons and his brothers and Esau, the Most High did not cause to approach him. And he chose them not, because they are the children of Abraham, because he knew them. But he chose Israel to be his people. Verse number 31. And he sanctified it and gathered it from amongst all the children of men. For there are many nations and many peoples, and all are his. And over all hath he placed spirit and authority to lead them astray from him. But over Israel he did not appoint any angel or spirit, for he alone is their ruler. And he will preserve them and require them at the hand of his angels and his spirits, and at the hand of all his powers, in order that he may preserve them and bless them, and that they may be his, and he may be theirs from henceforth forever. So Israel, you don't have a spirit or an angel watching over you. The Most High say he gonna do that himself. Other nations have spirits and angels watching over them, but you got a personal relationship. It's even more special. So don't let them tell you about who you are, making you feel that you ain't never that old N word. That's all you are. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what I'm saying. And see, and you ain't never the old coon. And look at them old shifters. You know what? No, baby, you are Israel. That's who you are. The Most High is watching over you. You are special. You the head, not the tail. That's what you are. You in front, not the back. So stop letting folks make you feel bad, these other nations. Rise up and let the spirit of the Most High live within you. That's what I said. Verse number, we're going to go back to the book of Ezekiel, chapter number 13. Ezekiel 37 and 13. And ye shall know that I am the Most High when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. So people, Israel, get up out your grave. You got to live. Rise up. Quam Yasharella. Quam Yasharella. Rise up, Israel. Come up out them graves. You stand in them graves over in America and all these other countries. Come up out them graves. Let them bones come alive. Let the sinew come on them. Let the skin come on them. Let the stand up on your feet. Let the breath come in you. The breath from the Almighty, the Holy Spirit will walk come in you and let you become a nation again Come back home. Come back where you belong. Verse number 14. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall you know I, the Most High, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Most High. So there you have it. You got to live. He's going to put his spirit in you, and he's going to place you back in your own land. But you got to make your way over here. You can't be way in South America and Dominican Republic and America. You definitely don't want to be in America. America going to get into a war and it's going to lose. And nuclear bombs going to hit it. And before that, there's going to be a great earthquake. It's going to split it in three different sections. You can go on YouTube. You can look it up, the map of the USA by the Navy map, the future map. There's going to be an earthquake. They're going to tear that country apart. So flee from Babylon, known as America, the United States of America. Flee from her. That's what you need to do. And everything. So I would say to Israel, get up out the grave. Quam Yasharella. Quam Yasharella. Get up out of the grave. Ra Waban. That's Reuben. Get up out of the grave. Shemaiah 1. That's Simeon. Get up out of the grave. La Bayah. That's Levi. Get up out of the grave. Yahawudah. That's Judah. Get up out of the grave. Da'an. That's Dan. Get up out of the grave. Naphtaliah. That's Naphtali. Get up out of the grave. Ga'ar. That's Gad. Get up out of the grave. Asher. That's Asher. Get up out of the grave. Yahashakar. That's Issachar. Quam Yasharella. Get up out of the grave. Zabawalon. That's Zebulon. Get up out of the grave. Yahwasak. That's Joseph or Joseph. Get up out of the grave. Ban Yaman. That's Benjamin. Get up out of the grave. Parah Yam. That's Ephraim. Get up out of the grave. Manasseh. That's Manasseh. Rise. Quam Yasharella. Get up out of the grave and live. You are the bones. He has put you together. Hosea said the 2 days, and on the third day you're going to wake up. You're waking up. Wake up and get out of the grave and live. That's what you need to do. You need to get up out the grave and live, Israel. May the Most High bless you. May he continue to be with you and make your way out of America, the land called Babylon, because it's going to be destroyed. Make your way to the east. Come to Jordan. I said Jordan. I didn't say Israel. I didn't say Ghana. I didn't say Nigeria. I said Jordan. Make your way over here into the Holy Land, the land of safety. May the Most High bless you and your family, and may he continue to keep you. Get up out the grave and live, Israel. Thank you. Thank you. The water, Abba. Quam Yasharella.